Hi guys, welcome back to BattaBox. This video is for you ladies under 30. And I'll just go straight to the point and say that if you're a lady, you're under 30 and you are looking to find a man, one thing that might come to mind for you is that, wow, I still got time. And I just want to tell you, you don't have a lot of time. Time goes very, very quickly. Because once you approach 30, you went to college, after university, you do your NYC. After you finish your NYC, next is like, wow, you know, I have to do my, I have to get a job. When you get a job, then next thing is when are you going to get married? When are you going to get hooked up? When are you going to find a man? Then all your friends start getting married. All your friends start finding a man and they're all getting married. And you are like, when is God going to do my own? So most people go to church and they start looking for the good guys in the church. And others is the working places or social network. Some others will have to connect with guys from university. Guys that they didn't take serious back then. So time is going. And if you are approaching 30 as a lady, you need to recognize that it's like when you are playing football, the game of football, there's extra time, there's 9 minutes. And this is like 9 minutes for you. I know some people will say, well, as a woman, you need to find yourself. You need to make sure you are happy and you got the right man. And just need to establish yourself, get your money right. But what I want to tell you is that can be a problem because desperation will set in. Desperation is going to set in. You don't want to be that lady that is desperate. Because when you are desperate, you end up, it's like what they say when you're hungry. You know, when you're hungry, you eat anything. You don't want to be appearing that you're desperate. You don't want to appear that you're hungry. You don't want to appear that you need a man so bad. Because what that does is you pick the wrong guy. Some say, well, I need to know myself. I need time to know myself. The problem with knowing yourself is, in all honesty, marriage is something you have to discover with time. Means you need to grow together. So you can't really get to know yourself because if you know yourself completely, then the journey is over and life is all about knowing yourself. And as you find someone, you and him can get to know each other together. I've been talking to a few guys, more like a mentorship role. And these are guys who are single and searching. And just one of the things they've been complaining about, particularly the Lagos and Abuja babes, is that once a woman is nearing the age of 30, or once a lady is nearing the age of 30, they sense this desperation. There's this desperation about, oh, I need to get hooked up. What are we doing? Are we going to get married now? Are we going to hook up because my parents want grandkids, or my mom want grandkids, or my dad want grandkids? The problem with this is that desperation does not go well with a lot of guys, especially if you're a lady who is 27, 28, 29, 30. But if you are someone who planned ahead and you planned earlier, you will not need to have that desperation. Now, some people are like, well, if you are 24, 25, you get married, you don't know yourself well enough. And what I have to say to that is that in life, you really don't really know yourself. Even those that are married for 10, 15 years, they are still getting to know each other. For ladies under 30, you should try your best to make sure that you are intentional with your dating. You're intentional about the guys you are talking to early enough and well enough. Don't wait till you are 27, 28, 29, 30. Especially in the Nigerian context, a lot of times the ladies are going to be under pressure. Pressure from the family, pressure from society. So let's say you go to uni. After uni, you do your NYC. After your NYC, then it'd be like, okay, what's going on? You get a job, a decent job. And they'll be asking, what are you going to do? When are you going to get married? Who's the man? Your parents want grandkids, and there's just a lot of pressure. Time is going, the clock is ticking, and you're not getting any younger. If you are someone who ever wants to get married, you do not want to wait till you are 25, 26, 27. I'm advocating for marrying early because if you marry early, then you can figure things out. You know what they say in Nigeria is when you are hungry, everything looks good to you. If you are hitting 28, 29, 30, there's this desperation that most of the guys I'm talking to that they are describing. And that's just the pressure. And then you are kind of on the other end, you are begging because you are like, oh, when is he going to propose to me? Why hasn't he proposed to me? Everybody's asking you that question. And then you just have to wait and hope the guy does the right thing, which in most cases, the guy is not going to do that. And if he doesn't do that, what happens is you become a statistics. And then you say, oh, this guy jilted me. We dated for 10 years or 8 years. And that's something that more and more the ladies are waiting and they are getting disappointed. So this is something your dad is not going to tell you or your mom is not going to tell you. In fact, these days, they'll tell you, take your time. you're a single lady, enjoy yourself, play around. But most guys don't want a girl who is 29 or 30, except if they build together, except if the lady and the guy were together when they're 20, 21, 22, or high school sweethearts. So keep that in mind as you're waiting. Now, if you look at our parents, what age did our parents get married? The earlier generation, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then there's commitment. They stick together. They try their best. They try their best to make sure that they're committed. They have support from the family. The family supports them. Everybody supports them. And the society, the community supports them. But today, feminist movements, everybody does their own thing. In fact, if you're not happy, you're encouraged to leave the relationship. You're encouraged to go find your happiness and go find a man that will make you happy. But the irony of this is you have these women who are in multiple relationships. It's no more a monogamous relationship anymore because women are dating and dating and dating and dating. Most guys say she's not mine, it's just my turn. Most guys find girls who are in their late 20s or early 30s to have been set in their ways. A man wants to be a bridegroom so he can groom the wife. He can make her to be more like he wants, more like what he wants to do, where he's going, his desires, his passion, his goals, his ambitions. But a girl who's coming in at 30, she's like, she doesn't need a man. She's set. She has a job. She's got her money right. And that will make relationship very, very difficult. Have you noticed most women will be like, oh, I can't date a man because most men are insecure. Most Nigerian men are insecure. Most Nigerian men want a woman who they can control. These are the same ladies that will say most Nigerian men are control freaks. But most Nigerian men are actually not control freaks. It's just that when you are 29, 30, 28, men may find it difficult to form you into become the spouse they want you to be. And when that happens, there's a conflict. Because of that conflict, there's conversation around, wow, this guy is controlling. He's too controlling. But it's not about him being controlling. It's just that because you waited too long. Guess what? If you were 23, 24 when you guys met, it won't be controlling then. Because you've not yet formed to your full potential. You've not yet become who you want to be. And you go through college, you go through uni, you go through NYC camp, you do service, you do everything together. And that just makes it easier. So if you can, try not to wait too long. Because if you wait too long, the longer you wait, the harder it's going to be to find a guy. And most men, they know that. At least most of the guys I've been talking to. And the benefit of marrying earlier or finding someone you love earlier is that you can build with that person. You guys can form together. You can learn together. You can grow together, which is very important. Career independence, they've got their job, they got their money, and all that just makes the man feel like there's nothing I can add here. She's not going to listen to me. I can't tell her what I want. We can't do what I want. I can't tell her what I want done. She's not going to do what I want to do. And that just affects the dynamics of the relationship. So be very careful, be very wary of women that are saying, oh, wow, take your time, know yourself. Because most guys are not about that anymore, especially not this day and age. Thank you so much for listening. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye now.
Bata bata, bata bata, bata box.